A middle school student is recovering from emergency surgery. A vacant house is destroyed in a fire. Federal judge denies a rebuilt.
All that more on the episode of APSU TV News. Welcome back to your APSU TV News.
And I'm Wyatt Embush. A Clarksville Montgomery County middle school student is recovering from emergency surgery after they're still in a chokehold on the school bus. Jamie Horton's 12-year-old son Hayden has been hospitalized at Vanderbilt's Children's Hospital for almost 3 weeks now and is unable to walk, talk, or eat solid food. Clarksville now reports Hayden was injured on October 11th. An older student put in a chokehold on the bus. Horton said bus driver and Hayden were present but did not intervene. The incident was caught on camera, and investigators mentioned that one adult reportedly used a phrase from wrestling, "tap out man," while watching the chokehold. Hayden's health deteriorated in October 20th. He was rushed to the hospital to blood cause stroke. He faced a stroke in his neck, likely caused by the chokehold. Now out of the ICU, Hayden is undergoing daily physical, occupational, and speech therapy, with the possibility of out-of-state rehab in the future. Clarksville Montgomery schools are working with law enforcement and the Department of Children's Services to investigate incident. Meanwhile, Wood Middle staff has shown support for Hayden and his family. The Horton family has also set up a GoFundMe page to help cover the cost of Hayden's extensive treatment. You can find the GoFundMe by searching "Support Hayden Journey to Recovery" and Jamie Horton on Fund.com.
A very scary bus ride to school for students headed to Hillsboro High School earlier Wednesday. Their bus crashed into a wall on the southbound side of Raleigh Parkway near Centennial Boulevard in West Nashville around 6:30 in the morning. A Metro Nashville police spokesperson says the team rushed one of the students to a local hospital. The student is expected to be okay. Officials told WKRN-TV the crash happened after the bus driver lost control and hit a wall. The driver and the bus monitor were injured and receiving medical treatment. Traffic was impacted in the area for about 2 hours.
A vacant house in South Montgomery County was destroyed in a fire that authorities are calling suspicious. Firefighters responded to the blaze at 849 Oak Plains Road around 12:30 in the afternoon last week. Flames were already coming through the lapsed roof and windows when they arrived. Crews used water tanks and draft pulls to battle the flames for a couple of hours. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. However, near the scene, firefighters discovered empty gas cans and canisters of flammable materials. The property owner later explained that he had a permit to burn in the air fused before the gas in the eye. Fire crews had responded to the property 2 weeks prior for a separate incident. The Montgomery County Fire Service, along with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, is investigating to determine the exact cause of the fire. Fire investigators still are trying to figure out what started the fire at trailer Cumberland's last weekend. Neighbors in Hogue noted smoke and flames coming from the trailer around 2:30 in the morning and quickly alerted authorities. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office responded, but by the time they arrived, the trailer was already fully engulfed in flames. Thankfully, the trailer was occupied at the time of the fire and no injuries have been reported. Local authorities are now investigating the incident to determine what caused the fire, though no conclusions have been reached yet. Firefighters from the Montgomery County Fire Rescue Palmyra Fire Department were the first on the scene, and they were soon joined by several other emergency crews. Support came from East Montgomery Fire, EMS, Med 23, and the Emergency Management Agency and CEMC.
A national man is now behind bars facing charges in a shooting last month that left one man injured. Metro police say John Johnson was sitting on electronic monitoring for a drug arrest back in March. Police say Johnson's electronic monitor helped investigators to find him at the scene of the shooting on South 7th Street. Officials say when Johnson was handcuffed, he was carrying a fully automatic pistol, cocaine, and fentanyl. His $83,000 bonds were due by a judge. Johnson is now facing a long list of new charges, including felony aggravated assault and evading arrest. A federal judge has denied a Vanderbilt University quarterback's motion for a temporary restraining order that would have allowed him to play another college football. U.S. District Judge William Campbell wrote that the court was not persuaded about justification for the temporary restraining order filed by Diego Pavia. The court filing stated that if Pavia had chosen to play another sport after high school, he would be eligible to earn compensation for using his name in his fourth year playing football. However, NCAA rules prevent him from doing so since he played junior college football in 2020 and 2021. Campbell added in Tuesday's filing that the court prepared to set an expedited briefing schedule and hearing on the request for preliminary injunction. A spokesperson told WKRN-TV, quote, "This is a personal matter for Diego and we respect his right to pursue legal action in accordance with the law," end quote. We'll be back with Jasmine Logan for the Political Corner right after this short break.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has education tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going extra mile. My Shiro stresses every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online ad gives you personalized tips you need to boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As vets, we can tell ourselves the lie that's easier to say in the boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at ea.gov/.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can't with the VR, so good. If you think you check in, yeah you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey everyone, I'm Jasmine Logan, and welcome back to the Political Corner. Human Rights Watch has accused Israel of crimes against humanity and war crimes in Gaza. They believe Israel's actions in the ongoing war qualify as ethnic cleansing. The report highlighted incidents of civilians during Israel's evacuation orders impacted humanitarian zones. The report also noted the widespread destruction of infrastructure in civilian homes was intended to permanently remove the Palestinians. Human Rights Watch says these are all violations of international law. Local health officials report more than 33,000 Palestinian deaths, and the UN estimates 2/3 of demolished land. Gaza recently received humanitarian aid with food, water, and medical supplies. However, experts say famine is imminent. Israel has not yet responded to allegations. Ukrainian forces are using technology and new ways to help them deliver valuable supplies to the front lines in the ongoing war against Russia. Ukrainian soldiers have repurposed drones meant to carry bombs and drones deliver food, water, and hand warmers. Kit, a Ukrainian unit commander, is focused on the immediate need to fight back against Russia and reclaim lost territory. Russia keeps on intensifying attacks in the Kharkiv region, slowly advancing on the land. About 12,000 Ukrainian soldiers have been sent to assist Russian forces at the Kursk border. Kit also acknowledged the potential impact of U.S. politics on the war. President-elect Donald Trump has previously criticized the U.S. for assisting Ukraine, creating uncertainty after shipping them. However, President Biden plans to give Ukraine as much aid as possible to continue to fight off Russian forces until peace negotiations can be made. Donald Trump is back in Washington. The president-elect met with President Joe Biden and to discuss the transition process. Our Washington correspondent, Julia Benbrook, is at the White House with more on the visit.
President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump meeting in the Oval Office Wednesday.
Looking forward to having, like we said, smooth transition.
It's the first sit-down since Trump secured a second term.
Politics is tough, and it's, in many cases, not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. A transition that'll be as smooth as it.
Tradition for the outgoing president to host the incoming commander-in-chief after the election. But Trump did not host Biden in 2020, as he fought the election results based on falsehoods about voter fraud. He also chose to skip Biden's inauguration. Following a disappointing loss for the Democratic Party, Biden has been intentional in his efforts to endorse the sanctity of the election and acknowledge Trump's victory.
Campaigns are contests of competing visions. A country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made.
This meeting comes as Biden works to secure his legacy and Trump prepares to take office, tapping loyalists for key positions that offer policy may be in it. According to fulfill Trump's plans, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem will be asked to lead the Department of Homeland Security, and sources say Florida Senator Marco Rubio is his top choice for Secretary of State. Reporting at the White House, I'm Julie Brooke.
An 18-year-old in Campton, Kentucky has taken a gap year before continuing his college education. Jake Deniston plans to earn a political science degree, but this time off has allowed him to get unique hands-on experience in politics. Let's hear the teenage mayor on City Council. CNN's Amelia Lee reports.
Before he pursues a degree in political science, Deniston decided to take a year off between high school and college, gaining real-world experience by running for local government.
I thought, what better experience to gain in politics than running for office and trying to get out there and see how people really are instead of learning it from a textbook.
He made yard signs and started going door to door, campaigning to become one of the next city councilmen for the city of Campton.
When I first showed up, they were like, "Aren't supposed to be cool now?" And I was like, "No, I'm here to work for you. I want to do this and this and this." But they were pretty surprised and pretty happy that I was running, really.
Little did he know his campaign would be a huge success, becoming the vice mayor of his hometown. Then he had most of those running.
They thought it was time to renew what they call fresh blood and a new perspective in the city hall and in politics in general.
Deniston says he is honored to get to serve his community in a new way.
It's a job interview. People show up, you deserve a job, get it.
Lifelong love of politics, mixed with a go-getter attitude and servant heart, made it easy for Deniston to run. And this love for public service started long before the November election.
Jake was one of those students who was always working very hard to do better for himself. He was always very outspoken, always in Frankfurt talking to legislators, always talking to leaders in the community, always talking to leaders in the state.
In a small town, Deniston is doing what he can to make changes for them he loves, with no plan to stop anytime soon.
I would like to go as far as I can and do as much good for people as I can, but that's up to them. That's not up to me. But I have no limit. I love politics. I'd love to make it to whatever is possible.
Well, that's all I have for you guys today here in the Political Corner. Stay tuned for the weather after this short break.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to be a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she got me for best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know. So,
You're gonna go back to the mountain.
does that mean to get back with Christina?
No.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter till Black lives matter.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you make.
Thanks for sticking with us for the weather. I'm Michael Dangerfield. Looking at our current national temperatures, we have a pretty chilly day as we creep up into our holidays. Around the United States, we have the west side sitting at a low to mid 60s, creeping into the west, and then it hits 60 degrees. Regions at a low 60 degrees, as then when we go into the top, that sits at a low 50 to a high 57. Looking at today's temperatures in Montgomery County, we have a pretty chilly day, as you felt. We have 50 degrees with a little bit of sun warm us up. The wind chills, you can definitely feel it, and there's a chance of participation. Looking at tonight, we still have partly cloudy skies. We drop down 3 degrees going into 51. We do lose a little bit of wind speeds, and then it can rain as well. And then our 5-day forecast, we have the sun out until the weekend, and then it goes away. And of course, unexpectedly, we have some rain. Our highs are 57 and 42 for Friday, 63 and 69 and 52 for the weekend, and then, like I said, as we start to get a little bit of rain, it goes to 70, 63, and 69 and 54. That's all I have for our local and national weather. APSU will be turning right out of the reports.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you would drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Hugh Wheeler, and here is the latest in Clarksville sports. Austin Peay came short of an upset Saturday night after falling to number 15 ranked Abilene Christian 34-35. The Governors took a 27-14 lead to the half against the Wildcats with 308 yards of offense. APSU's production decreased to 7 points and 107 yards in the final 30 minutes. The two teams traded the lead twice in the final quarter. Abilene Christian took the lead for good with a little more than 3 minutes to go. The Governors moved to 3-4 in UAC play. APSU has their final conference game of the season tomorrow against Eastern Kentucky at 1 in the afternoon in Fort Terrace Stadium. Associated Press poll voters awarded 2 points to the Austin Peay Governors basketball team after winning at legendary Hinkle Fieldhouse against the Butler Bulldogs. Stashville forced 16 turnovers on the Bulldogs in Indianapolis. The Govs won back home against Chattanooga Monday, 67-61. APSU men's basketball is 3-0 start season for the first time since the year 2000. The Govs go to Knoxville to take on the Tennessee Volunteers Sunday in the Food City Center at 2 in the afternoon. The Lady Govs basketball team suffered its worst loss since 1988 in a 37-93 defeat at Vanderbilt last Friday. Austin Peay started scoring early and knocked in 7 of 16 first-quarter shots. APSU would go on to finish 15 for 52. Senior guard Kate freshman forwards Maya Wyatt led Govs scoring the contest with 8 points each. APSU travels to Indiana State today at 6 in the evening and then to Miami, Ohio Sunday at noon. Governors hockey struggled against the South Carolina Gamecocks this past weekend. APSU dropped Friday matchup to 15 and their Saturday contest 2-17. Austin Peay will have 2 more matchups this calendar year in Greensboro, North Carolina against High Point next Friday, Saturday. The Governors return to home session February 9th here in Clarksville against the Clemson Tigers. Clarksville's Red River Spartans won 2 games last weekend against the Cincinnati Cyclones at the Fordyce Center. Red River won their Friday matchup 4-2 and their Saturday game 7-2. Center David scored 5 goals for 2 games with a hat trick Friday. The Spartans begin a 3-game weekend road trip today against the Toledo Cherokee. Austin Peay volleyball dropped 2 more matchups after being swept North Alabama last Friday and Central Arkansas last Sunday. The Governors are no longer eligible to reach the Atlantic Sun Championships and will end their season with their worst win total and percentage in program history. APSU will have one final matchup of the season tomorrow against Queens in Charlotte. That's all for sports. We'll be back with entertainment news with Brooklyn right after this.
Having you. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women.
In this flashback, we're all same age.
Yeah.
Does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be media.
You meteorologist.
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Oh, man. I can't believe I'm making this. Okay, Grandma. I see you.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. It's you, your community, and loved ones protected. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn here with some news to hopefully brighten your day. As cooler weather approaches, gas prices are falling. Clarksville drivers are now paying an average of $2.71 per gallon, a drop of 3% last month, marks some of the lowest prices since the pandemic. In comparison, Tennessee State averaged at just above $2.75. Diesel prices have also dropped significantly, over 18% from last year, currently at $3.31 per gallon, with one news as the holiday season closes. Experts predict the gas prices will dip below $3 per gallon nationwide for the first time since May 2021. However, as we keep an eye on falling prices, tropical storms in the Caribbean could disrupt coastal oil production after took such in the coming weeks. The city is celebrating a big step forward in revitalizing downtown with a new parking garage. It opens officially on Monday at 131 South 1st Street with special ceremony. Mayor Joe Pitts and Commissioner Andy will be at 9 in the morning. The new 8-story facility will have spaces for more than 500 vehicles. It will be a significant resource as Clarksville prepares for more traffic and the Future Performing Arts Center on Franklin Street. Subsequent public will be available access on Commerce and Street through the coming park garage. Notably, the garage's lower level will be reserved for public safety vehicles and it features a pedestrian bridge connecting to the Franklin Street by Roxy Theater. Additionally, Spring Alley will reopen. Working use another garage further in the street by the FNA Arena set to open in June 2025 with more than 500 spaces. Tennessee's grocery prices have residents scraping by, increasing the urgency to eliminate the state's grocery tax. As Tennessee University here, Mia Eldridge said, "You buy when you can and you buy when you can." Eldridge, like many students, is looking for every way to save, especially with rising food costs. Representative Afton Ben, a Nashville Democrat, has refiled a bill to end the state 4% grocery tax. She argues that Tennessee remains a low tax for corporations. Everyday locals pay high taxes on essentials. If passed, the bill could save families an estimated $400 annually. Ben says there's significant public support, and Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell is even investigating reducing the grocery tax. The 25th session where this bill will be discussed occurs in mid-January. The city of Clarksville plans to make history with its first ever drone show. It all happens on November 23rd during the opening of Christmas in Cumberland and the Arley Market. The show at Major Park will feed 200 synchronized drones by Firefly Drone Shows, forming holiday images across the sky for a 15-minute spectacle, starting at 6 in the evening. All the fun begins with Holiday Market, open from 2 in the afternoon until 8 at night, chase local diverse food options. The grand opening of Christmas on the Cumberland begins at 5 in the evening with live performances followed by Mayor Joe Pitts flipping the switch on over 1 million lights. The lights display including reindeer, snowmen, and a light tunnel takes place every night so January scan create an inside experience. New truly mind-blowing images are shedding light on new solar system's biggest planet, and doing it with the most eye-popping way. Jeremy Roth has today's take a look at this.
New release images showing Jupiter in unprecedented high-resolution detail are, how do I put this, mind-blowingly brain-melting. Hyperactive hyperbole aside, you've likely never seen the solar system's largest planet looking like this, and it comes courtesy of a spacecraft on a 65 by the gas giant. The craft is constantly beaming back images that are impressive in their own right, but select ones are then processed by citizen scientists to bring out color, atmospheric highlights, and details. NASA's images not only provide a spectacular look at Jupiter's swirling, turbulent atmosphere, but also countless revelations about the inner workings of this massive and mysterious planet. Another feast for the senses is unfolding in Amsterdam as art technicians slowly and painstakingly working to restore Rembrandt's 42 masterwork, The Night's Watch, and all in front of a captive audience. The intricate work is taking place behind glass at the Rijksmuseum as the restorers delicately remove old varnish from the massive 12-foot painting before representing it with new varnish. It's a project years in the making, and it's now unfolding in real time. Finally, to poetry in motion in the depths of the ocean, where researchers say they've discovered a new species of sea slug unlike anything they've ever seen. Team MRE research says they first spotted the captivating creature and its clear hood, finger-like tails, and glowing organs way back in 2000, but only recently officially classified it as a new species in a published study. It now has a name. This has been nicknamed more the mystery model. Take a look at this. I'm Jeremy Roth.
I have this week. Now let's head back to the news desk.
All right, well, we made it through another semester at APSU-TV News. I know next week is our final week of finals, or our final week of classes here at Austin Peay, which is exciting, but a little nerve-wracking, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If anyone needs a study day here on at Austin Peay's campus on December 5th. Yes,
It definitely helps.
it does.
Are we right? Do we have a lot of finals coming up?
Me personally, no, I'm running low on them. How about you, Ben?
I have 0. I just have 4 projects I have to finish.
That's amazing.
What about you, Michael?
I'm just wrapped up in projects right now. I only have maybe 1 or 2 quizzes to take. I don't think it's too much.
That's good. Well, at least we don't have to study much.
Yes.
Next Tuesday, Raising Cane's is opening in Clarksville, and I'm super excited. Are y'all excited for Raising Cane's?
I've been waiting on it.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Gave me a Caniac combo immediately.
Immediately, yes. Oh, had a semester, and I hope to see you again in this spring. That is all the time that we have for today. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram at APSU_TV. Thanks for watching your APSU-TV news update. We will see you in the spring. We'll be back this time as always.
Let's go.
Yay!